Hey there, Team Inspire Action. It is Colleen Arrington. I am going to share with you today a little bit about how to share your story. So, when you are talking to people about possibly joining a group with you or being interested in a program, or you are just putting yourself out there and helping people to know you better, maybe way before you start talking to them about joining your team or being interested in any kind of product or anything related to Beachbody, you want to share the real you. You want people to be able to relate to you. So a lot of people now that I'm becoming friends with on Facebook or that I meet in life and then maybe add on Facebook, they don't know any maybe of my prior history. They might think that I've always been super into fitness and into health and nutrition and am perfect with it, which I am by far not perfect with any of it. And I definitely haven't always been into fitness. I used to think people that worked out more than like twice a week were like literally like crazy. Like I had a friend who did and I just didn't get it. So you want to let people know kind of where you came from. So when you're sharing your story, kind of think about sharing what your life was like, what things you struggled with before, then what you decided to do differently. A little bit of, you got into a program or you started drinking Shakeology or you started just being mindful of what you ate. You started tracking it with a food app or something like MyFitnessPal. You started 21 Day Fix and started using containers, so maybe you share about what portion control really did to help you change things around. So you share what you did differently, and then share what your life is like then. Not saying that your program or your becoming a coach or all of that is life, altering in every area of your life and that it's, but maybe it has affected a lot of areas of your life. Maybe it has affected your relationships with other people because you feel better about yourself. You have more energy. You have a better relationship with your spouse because you're more confident in yourself and you're more willing to share yourself with other people because you feel better about you. Or you can run and play and do things more actively and happily with your kids. That's a change in your life. That's not a scale, it's not a weight. It's not what shows up on the scale. It's not even how your clothes are fitting differently or anything. But all of those things can be. So share what it's done differently for your life, not just a number on a scale, because maybe somebody doesn't have a huge amount of weight to lose, but they really feel horrible about themselves. And they would love to feel better in their own skin and in their life and with their kids or with their spouse. So share what, has really changed for you. And also be real about maybe what hasn't, or, where you still struggle, where you're still working, where you're going next, what your plan is to address anything else that you want to make changes about. But also, so in this, and I didn't mention in the beginning, think about turning your mess into your message. And that's a new kind of phrase that I've heard recently from some coaches in some training and recruiting groups that I've been involved in. And I really like that idea because it absolutely represents my message and what I share with people all the time is turning your challenges into life's most amazing opportunities. And I always, if you guys follow my posts, if you pay attention, I hope I'm sharing this because it truly is part of my brand and what I want to be sharing with people is that I have decided to turn my challenge of having my child diagnosed with autism into the most amazing opportunity in my life that has pushed me forward into so many other amazing experiences, coaching being one of them. I never would have stopped work full time before and stopped my social worker counseling job. I liked it. I did okay with it. It was interesting. It was always something new. But it was the challenge of Gavin's autism and deciding to take on a home-based program and do something completely different than a lot of people did that allowed me the opportunity to even consider bringing something new into my life, like helping people with health and fitness and becoming a fitness instructor and growing a team and doing this full time. I would have probably stayed stuck in my other okay situation if autism hadn't come in and completely changed my world. And so I remind myself of that in the times that are challenging, that this is an opportunity. It's been an opportunity to grow myself and to excavate from deep inside any, digging out and throwing away any of those self doubts about things that I can't do or things that I am not able to accomplish, and saying, I'm going to go for it many, many, many times. And I was reading a quote today about jumping from failure to failure. I think it was Winston Churchill. I hate misquoting somebody, but saying basically jumping from failure to create your success. And you're going to learn so much along the way if you don't get stuck on, I have to do this perfectly or I have to do this the right way, but just I'm going to keep doing this to get to what I want to achieve, and being open to the learning along the way. So that's been absolutely part of my message, is that it's a journey. It's a journey through autism. And along the way, I'm learning so many things about myself and about how I want to live my life and how I can help my son in new and different ways. So use your challenges in your life, whatever they may be. A health issue, a family struggle, a thing in your past that has been really hard to get past or to make meaning out of. Maybe there really is a meaning there, that it was supposed to teach you something. It was supposed to lead you in a certain direction that you then can move on and use that to share with other people and inspire other people in some way. Maybe you have a health issue that you're going through and you're struggling with. Maybe that is there in your life to help you be a better you and share that with other people. So all of this relates to sharing your story and creating that experience and those helpful bits of information that you're going to share along the way with other people in relation to coaching, but also in relation just to inspiring other people and helping them in their life. So a couple more things about sharing that. You don't have to sit and make a video 20 minutes long or whatever about your whole experience and just share that with everybody. You can do that. I would say keep it, 5 minutes or so. But more so even, you're going to share it in your little posts. You're going to share it a little bit here in a post on Facebook. And you're going to share it a little bit here a couple days later in another post that has a picture that's going to grab people's attention. You're going to share it in bits of conversations with people where you just bring something up and you mention that, and you mention then maybe how it relates to coaching or how it relates to your health and fitness journey. And then maybe there's a suggestion in there about how it might help somebody else in their life too. Or how you've grown from your experience. You're going to just mention that in little things and in your little posts. I'm going to mention right now, Paulette has done an amazing job over the past couple months using her life experience and her story of being an amazing mom and having the most beautiful sons in her pictures and in how she's incorporating a new self-love for herself after her story of lots of turmoil and struggle in her childhood and growing up and young adulthood. And you don't have to know that whole story to understand in her post that she's sharing just a little bit with you each time. So awesome job, Paulette. And I, just saying that because I saw one of your posts this morning and it was amazing. And you've done such an amazing job of starting to share little bits of you and little bits of your story and your life with people on Facebook and in your daily posts and in inspiration to others in your life. So think of that, guys, and start to think about how you can share your story. And for this group right now, you might be watching this video otherwise, and definitely communicate with me about your story and how you'd like to be able to share that with more people more. But for this group, also for the Push to Emerald group, comment below on three aspects of your life that make up your story, and how you can start to craft that in a way that you can share and inspire other people. So 3 different things that make up you that maybe have been a struggle in your life, or that maybe you are working to get through and get past, and can help other people to relate to you and to see that you can be of help to them. So comment below on that, guys. I can't wait to hear more and help you to craft your story and help you figure out how to start sharing it in just little bits in your daily posts and your conversations with people. Thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you soon.